Alright guys, so today I'm going to take a look at Bayonetta 2 on Cemu. This is the latest version, 1.22.11c, as well as I'm using the latest Intel drivers as of 4/26/21. So a couple things, as you guys can tell, I'm using my old capturing method. For some reason, the OBS software is not wanting to record in-game footage for Cemu. It just looks like a weird slideshow. So I'll just be using this for Cemu for now, but RPCS3 and my other emulators are working currently. So just Bayonetta 1 I'm not going to be looking at because it is available on PC, so there's no need to emulate it. So for enhancements, I have this set to colorful. I've got disable VSync, force max level of detail for workarounds, dynamic shadows for Vulkan, and Portal. And then for graphics, I've got the resolution at 1600 by 900, medium shadow quality, and the texture filtering at 1x. And then over here, under game profile, we've got CPU mode set to auto, thread quantum set to, I believe that's 100,000. It's the furthest down one. And then load shared libraries. Graphics API set to Vulkan, shader mall accuracy set to true, controllers your preference, and then if we go over here to options, general settings, most of this is going to be the exact same as my other videos for Cemu, so you've already watched those, these settings are all basically the same. Haven't really changed anything. You want to use Cemu hook H.264. Timer accuracy at 1 millisecond, custom timer set to 1x speed QPC, and disable CPU extensions, none are on. And I believe that is everything, so let's just jump into Bayonetta 2. But this game runs very well on here. There is a 60 FPS modification for cutscenes, however you're not going to hit that on here. So I just recommend leaving it at default, otherwise you get like mismatched sync from voice to like the lip movement. You are going to get pretty heavy pop-in like that, but it does kind of fix itself after a little bit. It's just weird because I've played this opening scene a few times, and every time it seems to have to recompile the shaders, even though it's already done it. So, I don't know what's going on with that. It is looking better than it did the last time, though. Let's just go ahead and skip the cutscene and get into some gameplay. Okay. I don't know how well you guys can see the FPS counter, but we're hovering around 45. So you're not going to get full speed on here, but because this game already uses dynamic FPS, it actually doesn't feel choppy, the audio isn't broken or anything. So yeah, it's very playable. I've actually played through this opening bit a few times. I'm really enjoying it on here. It runs very smoothly. And as you can see, it's even though it's not running full speed, it's still easy enough to time your dodges and get into witch time. So, I mean, yeah, the WIN MAX definitely can play this game just fine without an eGPU. Obviously, with the eGPU, it is significantly better. But really, it's perfectly playable. Definitely been enjoying this on here. I had it on the Switch. Might re-download it at some point. Would help if I remembered what buttons I assigned. Let's try that again, shall we? But yeah, so far I've had no crashes or significant issues. I mean, Cemu again is probably one of the most stable of the newer emulators I've played on here. Really, as long as you use the settings I'm using, you probably won't have any crashes. It's the only thing I've noticed is if you cut back core counts, things like that, you'll get crashes, or if you modify it to be single core under game profile for most of them, you will get crashes. Things like that. Oh my god, it is so hard to play this through a phone screen, guys. But yeah, that's really it. It plays just fine, looks good. I wish I could record it with OBS so you guys could get a better idea of how this really looks, but it's very good. So yeah, I guess I will end the video here. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you have issues getting this to work. But if you use the settings I do, it should be just fine. Yeah, have a good one, guys, and I should hopefully have a few more videos. I'm going to try and get some RPCS3 videos done today. Working on Uncharted and Red Dead right now. But just as a reminder, most of my RPCS3 videos, if not all of them, going forward will probably be exclusively eGPU. Just because performance with... that's terrible. That was just terrible. But performance with the iGPU on the WIN MAX for RPCS3 just isn't that great. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.